Welcome traders, welcome to Money Mitch. I'm here. How you guys doing? Let me know in the chat. Give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready for the Money Mitch show. Good evening, guys, Zinger Nation. I'm Money Mitch. You guys can find me on Twitter at Story Investors. Definitely hit me up in the description below, guys. We're going to get this show started. For everybody that's a TikTok fan, definitely check out me on Benzinga Clips. I'm going to be putting out exclusive videos every single morning on Benzinga Clips. So if you're not a Benzinga Clips subscriber, definitely become a subscriber so you can stay with the Money Mitch watch list every single morning, guys. I did that today, started it. So definitely, guys, check it out. On today's Money Mitch, we're going to be going into the market sentiment, tech sell-off. I know you guys see it. Also, we got notable earnings today. We're going to be going into if we should be buying this tech sell-off and where is their pockets of strengths maybe hiding. And then later on, if we get to our light goal of today, we'll get to our story stocks with value. We've already had some great picks from last week. We're going to review them when we return on Money Mitch. It's time for Money Making Mitch. When investors need a story, we're going to the moon. Welcome to Money Mitch, where story is everything. I'm here to find you the next opportunity. It's all about the green hands. Now, we all know the bull market is here to stay. Money Mitch. Welcome back, traders. Welcome back. We're going to be getting into the market sentiment. I already got this chart pulled up, but I know that you guys saw today we did get a little bit of a sell-off. I'm going to definitely catch up with the chat here. Want to go ahead and see where all my chat people up. What's up? How we doing? Good evening. Welcome to Money Mitch. Let's get the show started, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about the overall market here, guys. So the U.S. stocks were down based on a tech sell-off. Technology shares really led us down the broader market as Monday, as investors really just dumped high-flying big tech stocks, and investors really rotated completely out of those growth names. Resuming a trend that we saw earlier in the year, we were seeing some move into value, and now we're definitely seeing a big move into that value. And then also one thing that we saw is that growth, we thought had a bounce there for a second, but looks like we didn't get that bounce. But on some lighter news, we can talk about Ford, but before then, utilities and consumer staples were the two biggest gainers on Monday. I'm going to keep watching. I do think that oil is still doing well. We did have that U.S. pipeline shutdown that should cause a kind of shortage in the supply. Let's see if the demand goes and drives that price higher. On some lighter news, though, that auto news, Ford named its F-150 electric pickup truck Lightning, and it plans to reveal it on May 19th. If you guys know, this name was actually used by the SVT street performance trucks in the 1990s and the early 2000s. Those were pretty good trucks. I mean, the Lightning name has been known by Ford. So we're going to definitely pay attention as they release that on May 19th at 9:30 Eastern. I'm sure that release is going to be well watched and well anticipated. And that's with Ford, guys. So now let's go ahead and let's take a look. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the overall market, see how the overall market, and then we'll take a look at some of the best story stocks from last week. All right, guys. So one of the things that we did see, and I'm by myself today, guys. So if you guys see me come up, that's why I'm coming up a little bit and taking some time here. But let's talk about the SPY here. So the SPY, we had talked about how we kept being stuck in this trend line, guys. So now we're starting to get above. We got above that channel, but then we get this third resistance, and it just pulls quickly away from that 422. What I don't want to see happen here, guys, is us start coming back down to try to test this 400 line here. That's what I don't want to see in the SPY, because if that happens, we can definitely start trending on the downside, and that's not exactly what we want to see here. Let me go ahead and pull the next slide here for you. Okay, so one thing we did see is when we keep coming up there, we've had this third resistance, almost a fourth resistance today early in the day, and we quickly turned around. Let's see if we can get back above that 422.80s or 423s in the next week. Another thing to keep an eye out on that is going to be if we're going to come back down filling this gap down towards that 400, or if we're going to start pushing up there towards that upper box, which would be that breakout look through the 424s. I definitely don't want to see the lower box, but if we do get it, we're going to have to adjust and look for some plays on the downside as we get this overall market pullback. That would be a 5% pullback if we do get this move back down. So definitely keep your eyes on that. That'd be a significant pullback there in the SPY. Now, top story stock from last week, guys, is going to be Live. LIVE, guys. This is a stock that I actually brought to you guys on Monday. Monday was actually where you see this little circle, this first circle. And then that was on the 3rd. And then it came all the way up today towards a high of close to 47 there. So definitely a big return there on our value story stock from last week. That was Live Ventures. Also notable from last week was USAK, up about 10%. And watch out, guys. Watch out, because LL did get started today. So we're going to definitely keep an eye on LL as we're starting to get some move in Lumber Liquidator. I know Spencer likes this one also on pre-market prep. I do like it also for that inflation play. Let's see what happens here as we get the continued momentum. When we return, guys, we're going to talk about the top earnings of the day. We're going to talk about who are the winners, who are the losers, and what's up next for the week. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's keep going. When we return, we'll get into those earnings.
I tell all my CEOs, this is a very, very, very important platform. And look, all the other platforms are important too, but you're up there now. You're way up there.
Best investments you can do in your future is actually go and re-educate yourself on credible sites and credible resources like Benzinga. I think you guys have been killing it.
The comment section on this show is remarkable. Like the quality of the combo, and just big shout out to you and your community.
So I love about you guys, you just had all your callers in right then. And it's all about the community here at Benzinga.
What up, traders? What up, traders? Welcome back to Money Making Mitch. Let's go ahead and let's get into our earnings of the week. What was the winners? Who surprised us today? Let's take a look here, and we'll take a look. So first up, we have Virgin Galactic's SPCE, guys, fell more than 4% during extended trading after hours after the space company reported first quarter loss of 55 cents per share versus a loss of 27 cents expected. Virgin Galactic announced that it has yet to set a target date for its next space flight, which the company had previously planned for this exact month. As you guys see, space definitely taking a hit. It's not my favorite space stock, SPCE, Virgin Galactic here, definitely taking a beat down. And I just think that, you might see this one come all the way back down towards, let's say, $10 even. So be careful with this one. I personally would stay away from it, but that's always your opinion. And let me know, guys, in the chat. Are you guys space fans? Put a 1 in the chat if you're an SPCE fan. Put a 2 in the chat if you're a bear like me in SPCE. But let's continue down. Let's go to the next one here. So we got Wynn Resorts, guys. Wynn Resorts shares advanced 2% despite reporting results that fell short of the street expectation. The hotel operator reported a first quarter loss of $2.41 per share on revenues of $726 million here, guys. So definitely going to watch this one. I wasn't expecting too much from Wynn. One of the things is Vegas is going to struggle, I feel, to get back running and get back running strong. One of the things is we got to go ahead and see how people are really going to travel in the pandemic, after the pandemic, and also is Vegas really going to come back roaring? One of the things is a lot of people used to go to Vegas for the experience and the shows. Because I really don't think it's going to be betting anymore that's going to really be driving people to Las Vegas, as we've gotten so many states to go legal in betting. But hey, that's my opinion. Definitely stick with it. Win there. Next up, the big boy, Roblox. I know that you guys were having your eyes on Roblox. Let me know in the chat if you guys have a child or know somebody that has been on Roblox. Today it was mentioned on another network. I won't mention the name, but they called it the crack for kids here on Roblox. Roblox is like crack for kids because they just can't stop using it. And so the shares of the online game Perform jumped 5% after they reported first quarter loss of 46 cents per share on revenues of 387 million. The company also said its average daily active users were up 42.1 million during the quarter, which was actually up 79% year over year. So definitely Roblox, not a bad pop right there. Hertz, I can't blame you if you sold into that pop. Not a bad trade. So, hey, you got to take it when they give it to you. And today Roblox gave you a nice little pop in a hurting market. So definitely if you took that profit, really can't blame you. So good job if you did take it. All right, let's go ahead and let's keep going. The next one up, a lot of people didn't focus on this, but of course, one of my favorite stocks, Eli Callaway Golf Company here. I've called this one a story stock here. I said that watch out, guys. We're going to have some golfing in this summer, and I think it's going to be big. So Callaway Golf reported quarterly earnings of 62 cents per share, which beat the analyst's consensus estimate by 14 cents or by 342% year over year. This is an increase on the earnings of a 32 cents per share from the same period last year. The company reported quarterly sales of 652 million, which beat the analyst's consensus of 561 million by 16%. One of the things that the CEO said was, we are very pleased with our first quarter financial results, with revenues increasing 47% and the adjusted EBITDA increasing 113% in the first quarter of 2021 compared to the same period of 2020. Commented this was the CEO, and they went on a little bit further and they talk about their business. So our golf equipment business is continuing to experience unprecedented demand, while our soft good business, Topgolf, are recovering from the pandemic faster than anticipated. One of the things they talked about is that the Topgolf merger is off to a strong start. This is where I really expected them to start kicking some what in the summer, because I think there's going to be a lot of people going to Topgolf. So Topgolf is off to a strong start. Each of our business is performing ahead of plan, and our available liquidity, comprised of cash on hand and ability in our credit facilities, is at an all-time high of 713 million compared to just last year, where it was at 260 million for the same date. So definitely, guys, keep your eyes out on Eli. That's Callaway Golf. I think you're going to see a continued move. If you guys also look up the different stock, Golf itself has been ripping, and that could have kind of led you to believe that we were going to get this higher result here in Eli. But I'm definitely going to keep an eye out on this one. It's one of my story stocks, and we'll watch out and see how it continues moving. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's get into the next segment. Next segment, we're going to talk about big tech. If we're going to take the hit, we'll see if we take this hit. When we return, we'll talk about big tech.
Get winning options trades from Benzinga's top option trading expert, Nick Shaheen.
I don't risk money I can't afford to lose. Clearly, conviction is medium, probably at best here, because I'm swinging. I don't have a particular trigger, so it's not like it's gambling. We did homework. We showed fundamental reasons, so it's not like betting, I hope it's red, I hope it's black.
If you're looking to uncover winning options trades, the Benzinga Options Starter newsletter provides you with 2 fully researched trades per month. Each comes with a detailed video, ideal price and expiration date, and profit loss charts to accelerate your learning. If you're ready for high conviction, learn while you earn and subscribe now to Benzinga's Starter Option newsletter.
All right, welcome back, traders. We're going to get into big tech. As you guys see, the big boys right behind me, definitely taking a hit right now. And one of the things that I've been watching, and I've asked this question on this show, is tech back? is big tech back? Because it's a big question. One of the things is we had these big techs going sideways for so long. We were expecting that breakout, and we got great reports from Amazon and Facebook and Google, but as you guys can see, it just didn't break out there. And this is really concerning and starting to really be a focus that I think everyone needs to pay attention to. Because at the end of the day, if we don't get big tech to come with us, I do not think we're going to continue our way up. And so one of the things is Facebook dropped more than 4% today, while Amazon and Netflix both dropped over 3%. Technology stocks rallied on Friday after a far weaker than expected April jobs number, and that we expected it to help here, the tech, not hurt it. And so they did rally and they started looking strong, but today a quick turnaround. One thing that was mentioned, President Joe Biden did say his administration would distribute more coronavirus relief funds as it aims to help companies hire more workers. So one of the things that we've been seeing is, are we struggling right now in unemployment because unemployment benefits are just too high and companies can't pay that much, and so that's why we're getting the struggles in the numbers? Or is it because really at the end of the day we're just struggling because as a whole, as an economy, we're having a slower reopening than we thought, and that's what's really causing this? Because I think this could be two things. One of the things that has been said is, are workers not coming back because they can make more money at home? And, one of the things is, I think that $15 an hour talked about by the Democrats for so long really did change the perspective of the everyday worker. And now a lot of workers are kind of more on the expectancy that they should get paid up to $15 an hour starting right off the back. And I think that, in certain states, this does make sense, but in certain states, it just doesn't make sense. And it causes an unrealistic expectation. And I think this is really the real cause of why we're seeing such kind of bad ability to rehire and hire new employees, is because the expectation and the unrealistic expectation that everybody should be paid at that $15 an hour rate right off the back. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Hit me up with a 1 if you guys agree with my thinking. Hit me up with a 2 if you guys think somewhere else. So definitely this is something that we need to keep an eye out on as we continue to see what Joe Biden is going to do to adjust this. While he urged companies to boost wages and make workplaces safe to entice workers, Biden also said that people who do not take an offer for a suitable job would lose unemployment benefits unless they had a specific coronavirus related concerns. As I'm seeing there in the chat there's some 1s, there's some 2s, and that's just how it is, guys. That's just how it is. I know that there's not going to be 100% agreement with my thoughts there. I just want to go ahead and give my true opinion. Whether you guys agree or not, I'm going to try to always be transparent and let you guys know what I see out there. And I think really it's that expectancy of getting paid $15. But let's take a look at some charts here and see what else we see on these charts. So one of the biggest charts that's on my concern here, and I think it's on everybody's watch, is, of course, it's not one of these guys. It's, of course, who would it be? Who would it be? The struggles of being by yourself. All right. It would be the jobs market that we're going to watch. And then after that, it's going to be the Tesla Dragon. The Tesla Dragon. This is what I think has carried the market, carried tech. What's going to happen with the Tesla Dragon? We keep coming up. We tried to break out there to the 760s. We've had this trend line come all the way back here since last August. And so one of the things that we're going to see is, does this get broken? Do we head down towards the 550s? And if we head down to the 550s, are we going to see down all the way down towards the 440s? This would be concerning for big tech if this doesn't bounce. I think we needed Tesla to get back above that. I was hoping that Tesla was going to get that 1,000 target breakout. But as we can see, that turnaround is pretty strong there at the 680s. And I think if it can't get over 700 from here on out, it's going to have a tough time to get back up here. So as we've been seeing Tesla getting hit hard there, another chart where we definitely need to keep a watch out for is, of course, the other big stock in tech that I'm going to keep an eye out for is Apple. The Apple chart is starting not to look the best. Today, we wicked through this kind of uptrending line here. And if we can get below that, that's not going to look good, guys. We'll start testing the 120s, the 115s. We could even come down and test the 100 level for Apple. That would really be concerning if we went and tested that. But one thing I did see today is that it quickly recovered past this 125. So let's see if we can hold 125 and come back to test 135 and maybe break out an Apple and maybe hold our technology sector here. But of course, you can look at some bigger plays like Amazon and Google, but I really like to keep an eye out on Apple and Tesla. They've really been in the lead. I take a look at those charts. When I see them breaking out, usually I'm seeing tech break out with it. So keep your eyes out on those two charts. All right, guys. So when we return, guys, we're going to go into some Doge. If you guys are a Doge fan, give me a big thumbs up in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys enjoy the weekend? Let me know. When we return, we're going to get into some of these charts, some of the crypto coins, and what I think could be the next potential runner in these cryptocurrencies. So stay tuned, guys. When we return, we'll get right into that. And of course, if you hit the like, we'll get to our story stocks at the end, guys. We need to get to at least 50 likes on the day so that we can get our story stocks out there. When we return, we'll get into the Doge. Are we going to the moon? Are we going to the moon when we return? All right, welcome back, traders. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and let's get into the coin that is Doge. You guys already know it. There's the love. There's the love. I'm seeing it out there. You guys already know what's going on. What's going on, guys? The Doge. You guys already know. Kids can have the cryptos. All right, guys. All right. So one of the things that I definitely could see is that we talked about this on Happy Hour Friday. If you guys joined us on Happy Hour Fridays is when we actually have fun on Money Mitch. We just sit back, we relax, we talk with traders, and we talk about the stories of the week and something that we can see going into Monday. We talked about the Doge story. Now, one of the things that we talked about was the potential of maybe a pullback to 30 cents. That's what I mentioned, guys. But I did mention a topping of 80 cents. We got close there. We got above 70s. I didn't get up there to that 80 cents, so I was a little bit off there. But I do think we're going to get this pullback closer towards 40 cents and 30 cents. And is it going to be a buy there? We're going to definitely have to see how the washout happens. If it's a really quick one, I might actually be thinking about getting in there because it could come back spiking up really quickly to like about 50 cents and you can make a great gain. But one of the things that you see, if it slowly steps down, then that's when I would definitely be careful because everyone could be selling out as it slowly starts ticking down. So definitely the Doge, you guys already know the dog is on the watch. But if you guys want to stick with it, just be careful because if that cracks there, you could start seeing the Doge sell out there really quickly. And like I always say, guys, it's not about the diamond hands, but it's really all about the green hands and when you could take your money. So if you could take your money and run, sometimes you got to go ahead and take it. All right, next one up we want to talk about, guys, is what could be next, right? Because it's not just about what is right now. And Doge has really got that second push because of the Elon Musk SpaceX tweet. But can we get some other influencer to maybe produce another push in another coin? I think this is potentially could happen. And one of the things that I'm focusing on is what other coin could run, right? And so the other coin that I think could run is, of course, Litecoin. Litecoin is one that I really liked in early April, and now it's already ran a significant amount, but I think it still has some more to run. I think you could potentially see Litecoin get up to 500. Now, of course, this is a cryptocurrency, so these go up really quickly and they come down really quickly. So you got to be careful. But one of the things I am seeing is that for some reason, I feel like you're getting the lag effect. The first run was Bitcoin. The second run was Ethereum. The third run was really kind of a mix between Ethereum and Doge. And now I'm looking to see if we can get a run really in Litecoin and maybe some other alt plays. Let me know in the chat what you guys think about Litecoin, if we could see this one really take off. I think, that chart's looking good. If we can get up there, I think this one could potentially get to 500 and we could start seeing this one be the next coin to really take off. And I have one more, guys, that I want to mention, and I'm no expert in this one. So if you guys want to see an expert in this one, stay tuned. After the show today, we're going to be going into making bread with Cheds. He knows all about Uni. I've heard him mention this one plenty of times, but let me show you guys. This is really the one that I think could all of a sudden take a big lift if it does want to take a ride. And this is a 65-cent coin right now, guys, that's had a multiple run before it. In mid-April, it actually ran to this 65 cents, then came down all the way kind of near this 40 cents, and then ripped past all the way back towards that 65 cents. Let's keep an eye out on this one. Maybe Uni to $1. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's Uni that comes and gets a run instead of Doge. We'll have to definitely keep an eye out on it. I know a lot of people are watching Safe Moon. We'll definitely keep an eye out on that one. But the real question is, what we'll find out. I definitely will take a look at Safe Moon. Like I said, I'm no expert in these cryptocurrencies, but one of the things that I definitely do is I look for the next one, the next runner. And that's what you guys can be doing right here, and maybe taking a dip in these to see if we get another big runner. Definitely. We'll keep an eye out on this one and we'll keep moving. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into the next part of our show, guys, where we're going to go ahead and talk about some story stocks. Let me see how many likes we got here. How many likes do we got? Can we get into the story stocks? We have over 170 people watching. Let's go ahead. We need 7 more likes, guys, so that I can give you 2 story stocks with value, because it's very important in this market. We're adjusting, guys. We're giving you story stocks with value on Money Mitch. When we return, we'll give you those stories if we get to the 50 likes. Like always, guys, hit the like button and we'll be right back.
When you want to maximize your performance in the market, you need access to the highest quality tools and news available. Benzinga Pro stands out from all of the options you'll be presented with, and their instant access to market-moving news positions you to be prepared to take on the market in the best ways possible. Here's how it works. Benzinga Pro's news desk creates original news content that's available on your main news feed and gives you actionable information about companies you may want to invest in. This news desk information gives you the chance to beat the market, receive impactful news as it breaks, and jump on trending stocks before and as they rise. And beyond that, Benzinga Pro is packed with helpful features and unique insights that give you the best information possible. There's tools like the Live Audio Squawk, which streams every day with important news and timely updates, and the real-time news alerts that allow you to stay on top of every developing story you're keeping tabs on. Alerts and news will be sent straight to your inbox or delivered as live sound alerts. For those investors that want real-time, actionable, and breaking news about companies they may be looking to invest in, Benzinga Pro is the tool to use.
All right, guys. Welcome back. As we're back here, we're going to get into our story stocks. Looks like we just about to hit that mark. Let's see if we can get it over the hurdle. There we go. We got it over the hurdle. I see 55 there. I'll definitely get into the story stocks now, and we can go ahead and talk about a sector that I did see moving up today. And it's kind of hard to see some sectors moving up right now. So definitely, if you got one, definitely bring it up in the chat, because that's always important. Let's help each other out. But one of the areas that I'm going to watch for is grocery stores here, guys. So grocery stores, I'm using my TC2000 charting here to find me an index on groceries. And I'm going to keep an eye out on this one because we've had multiple resistance touch. And now we're really starting to get down on the MACD line and starting to cross over, which is what I want to see when we're getting through the resistance here. And what I want to see now is higher volume spiking. And if you see, we kind of had this downward trend in volume. and we're starting to trend up in volume. So I want to see a nice breakout volume tomorrow come in this one. What are the names that are in the grocery store? You guys name some out there in the chat while I bring up the stock of my watch list here. So one of the ones that I'm going to be watching, guys, is of course in this sector is one of the leaders is KR. And why do I want to watch KR, guys? The reason I want to watch KR is we have an 11 PE here, and that's what's very important. When we get that low PE, we're going to be able to find a stock that's undervalued, and that's one of the things that I'm really keeping an eye out on. So really quickly, I'm trying to get you that number of PE right here. Right here, it's at 11.1 at the moment, forward looking into the 13s, and the industry average is actually 19 here, guys. So as we see KR, it's had multiple attempts to break out of this kind of range between 37 and 32, and now we're really starting to push up on it. We had this big breakout there in February. I think we could get back up there towards that 43 with a good push. Now, tomorrow's going to be some trouble running into the 40s. But after that, I think if you get this kind of sideways look and you keep on this upward trend, you can keep breaking out there through the 44s, as this is one of the stocks that does have value and has a good looking chart. And right now, as we know, it's definitely hard to find some good looking charts. I see some great ones being mentioned in the chat now. Definitely. This was one I was looking at. CBD was one I was looking at. Costco is actually breaking down, so be careful with Costco. It seems like it's like a little bit kind of the bigger name. Walmart could catch a bid. That was one that I was interested. It was kind of in the middle, but really, and I got to give it to, I don't know, 705. You are the man tonight. You are the winner. Let me know. Hit me up at Mitch at Benzinga, because I want to get you some swag, because at the end of the day, that was the stock that we're about to get into, guys. So I wanted to give a shout out. Definitely good name there. Sprouts here, you guys. SFM here, guys. So SFM. S as in Sari, S as in Sierra, F as in Frank, M as in Money Mitch. As you guys see this chart, it kind of broke out back in January, gave us a little flag, then gave us another breakout. Then we have this another flag. And guess what, guys? If you really time kind of this sideways action move, what was it? It was about 1 month and a little bit before 2 months. So now what are we going to see? We're going to look for the same kind of trend. We get about this 5th here of April. We get this kind of 1 month sideways action, and kind of into the second month, now we're starting to get this breakout. Let's see if we can really start pushing as we got into high volume. What I always like to see the day prior, it actually gave 5 million shares, and it pushed way past this 25. As we're getting this push up, we're going to keep an eye out on this one because it also has a low PE. Let me pull it up here. Just want to make sure I get it for you guys. All right, so this one has a forward PE of 14 and a current one of 10.64 there. So that's what I'm going to definitely pay attention to. These are two plays that you guys can keep your eyes out, because if we're going to get some groceries to move, I think you're going to see definitely two of these big move. Looks like we're getting a question about TCNNF. I'm not sure I even know this ticker. Let me take a look here. TCNNF. Oh, True Leave. All right. I mean, cannabis. You're talking about a cannabis stock that is going to have in the long run a decent look. But one of the things is after merger, a lot of the times you do get a dip because you got to run into the rumor of that merger. I'm trying to pull up the chart here for you, because if you don't see the chart, I mean, there's not really much to go off of here. But let me pull up this chart here for you, since you gave us a nice super sticker. All right, here you go. Here's that chart for you. So this is the daily chart. And so one of the things that I can tell you is that you can see right here, we've had multiple attempts to break out, right? 3 resistance. And when we pulled back towards this kind of in between area at 42.50, we were supposed to come right back up and test 50, but we didn't. We started breaking down and testing the support here near this 38. I think with a merger, you might get a crackdown coming down towards 32.50, and then it'll come back curving back up, what we call the undercut and rally. Gil Morales gives this one all the time on pre-market prep, so definitely a shout out to Gil Morales. But when you get this kind of gap area, look for that gap area to close on a big cut with some big volume, and then it come curving right back up. That's what I would definitely like to see on this chart. I just wanted to go through that so that you guys can definitely keep your eyes on this one. So what is the story or thesis for jumping into groceries? So one of the things with groceries is that they're low PE, right? And so one of the things that we're trying to find is story stocks with value. And so the story here is that at the end of the day, we are going to get more people to actually go into the stores and not be going through, let's say, delivery services like Instacart and Uber. I think as more and more people get to the vaccine, they're going to want to come back to some reality where they actually go inside grocery stores and keep buying. Now, the technicals we pointed out and the fundamentals point to that low PE. The story would be that people would be coming back to the grocery stores as they get their Fauci ouchie and they want to come back to the stores. So definitely, guys, hit the like button. We're going to be wrapping up here shortly, but I'm going to go ahead up and look in the chat. What's going on, guys? You guys got one more stock you guys want me to take a look at? If not, I'm going to wrap up. Like always, guys, let me know in the chat if you guys enjoyed the show and you guys want to see some more or less of one thing that we're going into. Do you guys want to see less of earnings? Do you guys want to see some more story stock action? Do you guys want me to review some more of the prior story stocks? As we went over at the beginning, we've had some big runners. Live was given last Monday right here, guys. So definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe below. Leave me some comments. Let me know. What do you guys want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? Like always, guys, I'll be here, Money Mitch with the Money Mob. And at the end of the day, if you guys want to join me in finding an opportunity, because at the end of the day, the bull market is out there and it's not looking back, guys. We're going to watch this. It's going to pull back. Eventually, we should expect to find that support. Let's see what happens. Like always, guys, Money Mitch will be here to help you guys find the next opportunity. We'll see you next time. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Stay tuned. It's time for Money Making Mitch. When investors need a story, we're going to the moon. Welcome to Money Mitch, where story is everything. I'm here to find you the next opportunity. It's all about